How's it going, everybody? This is Blake from the Splintering, and today what I want to do is go a little in depth on a few cards because I need some help or feedback on them. I honestly want some feedback because I have 4 cards that I've done, and I'm honestly not sure whether or not I want to color them. I think they look really good in black and white, and I'm not convinced that they would be that much better if I colored them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all of them and kind of discuss my feelings on them. The first one I'm going to start with here is this Frankenstein card. So this one, my first thought when I did is that it would stay black and white. Then I did it and I think, well, there's some color that would help. And now I'm thinking it should be black and white again. The moon is not particularly well detailed. I could go back and do more with ink on that, or I could try just adding some color in there, you know, some grays and yellows and things, and maybe leave it at that, and then maybe put some yellow highlights on him. Of course, the monster, the Frankenstein's monster in the book, is not actually green. He's supposed to be like a jaundiced yellow. So I could try to keep that consistent with that. My goodness. Well, anyway, I like the way it all turned out. It looks very ominous, and I like the overall balance of the card. I like the hand reaching out at you. I think that's neat. The light source is coming from below for his face, even though he has this big rim behind him. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I should put some color on this one. Even if I did, I probably would keep it pretty light and minimal. I would not do like a really dark green on his face. It would be very, very minimal colors on here. And if I did do color on it, I would probably go over the moon and do a little bit more detailed work on it, because right now I think it's a little bit less than optimal. But I'm going to go ahead and move on from this one to another horror theme. Actually, these are all kind of horror themed in a way. Now, this one is The Mummy, also played by the same actor, also played by, oh nuts, now I can't remember his name. Boris Karloff. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that it took me that long to remember that. Anyway, so just like Frankenstein's monster in the movie, Boris Karloff also played the Mummy in the old Universal Studios monster movies. So this one here, I really like the way that this particular card turned out. I like the way that the clothing looks. I like the way that all the little detailing on his face makes him look old and weathered and leathery. I think that turned out really well. And I like the spotlight sort of thing here with showing off the Egyptian block and brickwork and everything, but still keeping it very minimal here. It kind of balances out the card a little bit too. We have this connecting to this, connecting to this. So you have that white continuing down, as opposed to just keeping like a flat silhouette up here, which I could have done, but I really like that helped balance everything out. So as much as I like this one in black and white, I feel like this one almost certainly would benefit from some color on it, just some real light browns. It would still probably look still like a monochrome-ish card. It would just be very light browns, almost making it a sepia tone-esque card by the time it was all done. But let me know if you feel like that's a horrible idea and I shouldn't do that. Because if that's the case, then you know, maybe I won't. But this one here is one that I am leaning on some color, at least a little bit, but still haven't completely convinced myself. So third, we have another horror-esque theme card. This is one of the Zuul dogs or Gozer dogs, whatever people call them. I think I just called this one Zuul. Yeah, okay, Zuul, Gatekeeper of Gozer is what I call this one. They both look the same. The Gatekeeper and the Keymaster, they both look kind of the same to me. But that would make this one Dana Barrett's dog, based on how I named it. So, I like this one in black and white. I can't lie. I mean, I think it looks great. I like the, you know, how everything turned out looking a lot like the creature itself. I think the folds in the skin all turned out really well. And it looks exactly like how I wanted it to look, just about. I think it could probably go a little darker in some of the places if I did that. The thing is, I mean, if I made this one color, those creatures really were just sort of they were sort of like a dark blackish gray. Maybe they were sort of like a bluish tone to them. Maybe. I'd have to go back and look. I just remember them being gray. And I think that would make this a very boring card to make this gray all over with maybe like some bonish color here. And I guess I can make that tongue red, but if I did all that and the eyes were red, if I'm not mistaken, that would make those pop really loud. Red, red, red. And I'm not sure I want this card to be that focused on those elements of it. I'd rather be focused more on the entirety of the character. So let me know if you think this one would benefit from being in color. Let me know what you think. I think it would. I think it looks great as it is now. The intention when I started it was to color it, but right now I'm just not sure if that's what I should do. So please give me feedback on that one. And then lastly, oh, I think we may have some cats screaming again. Oh, not screaming, just talking this time. This is The Fly from the 1980s version of the movie The Fly. Brundlefly, so to speak, as he called himself in the movie before he turned into this. So this one, I don't know what I thought about doing before I started it, whether I intended to color it or not. He's another character kind of like the Zuul Dog here, where he's just going to end up being kind of like brownish, sort of dark brownish color. It's not going to have a lot of variation on it. So you think, why would you color it? I think anyone who's seen the movie probably would recognize this as being that character. I really like the way that the eyes turned out. They look almost exactly like I wanted them to, with the really trippy, black round eyes and everything. Yeah, just about everything about this card turned out mostly how I wanted it. The folds under the eyes and everything, the detailing up here. I'm really happy with this one, and so I don't want to screw it up by adding color to it. But at the same time, I'm not sure if it wouldn't benefit from it. Most people tell me, even though I like the black and white art myself, well, I say most people, a lot of people do tell me that this kind of stuff, it's always meant to be colored. Everything's better with color on it. So that's why I'm kind of throwing this out there as a Hail Mary to anyone who sees this, and let me know in the comments whether or not you feel like Brundlefly here could use a little bit of color on him. Because of the way this character is, I couldn't really do the same light color that I would do on Frankenstein. I think I'd have to do a lot of dark colors on this, and I think you'd lose so much of the... I mean, it's almost like stippling, the way that some of these lines are done. It was pretty meticulous. Getting some of these things, the folds and the protrusions here and the chest area and all that sort of thing. I think you'd lose a lot of that if there was color on this. So again, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. Anyway, so those are my 4 cards that I would like some feedback on. Right now, the only one that I'm really leaning towards putting color on is this one, which is Boris Karloff as the Mummy. Otherwise, I definitely could see myself doing it on this one here, Frankenstein. These two, I think, at least for now, I'm still leaning on keeping these black and white, but I'm hoping to get some insight from all of y'all, because I really would like it. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed checking out all of these cards with me. I hope you're enjoying all of our monochrome made content on the Splintering website. Do please check out the website. Follow us on social media at all the... we're pretty much everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that sort of thing. You can follow us on all of those. And don't forget, you can support us financially on the TeePublic store. I almost forgot to say that. We do have a TeePublic store, which will be linked. You can check out all the stuff we have for sale there. T-shirts, stickers, magnets, all that sort of thing. We have a free website as far as, well, of course, it's free to go there, but there's no ads running right now, no paid content on there. So everything is running pretty much pro bono out of my pocket, and buying stuff on the TeePublic store helps keep everything up and running the way it is running. So I'd appreciate if you took a look at what we have there. That's it, though. Like, subscribe, all the stuff that you're supposed to do on these things, and I'll catch you in the next one. Happy trails until then.